Contrary to popular belief, it's the Power Hour podcast.
Hey,
Mark,
buddy.
how are we?
I'm doing all right. Tracy, how are we?
We are great. We feel like we're getting sick, but we're powering through. We're
Mhm.
powering through. I made some wellness shots, and I'm determined to be at 100% by the weekend.
What is a wellness shot?
Thank you for asking. Lemon juice, orange juice, ginger, turmeric, a little black pepper, and I put a little pineapple juice in there on this one, and it tastes pretty terrible.
Yeah, I was
But it
gonna say
really
that
does help
sounds
you feel
nasty.
better. It doesn't it's not great. That's why it's a shot instead of a sipper. You just kind of whoa, and it will stain whatever container you put it in. I
It's
have ruined a
that
blender.
turmeric get ya.
It's the turmeric. It turned my blender green for about 2 months. I finally got it out, but it will stain. So make sure you put it in mason jars, people. That's what you got to put it in.
I feel like I've been fighting sickness for about like a week straight now, and I'm winning the fight, but it's taking a toll on me. I'm like exhausted.
And that's the worst feeling is when you are in that period of like, oh, it's coming. It's coming when your throat's not sore, but you're hyper aware of it. Like I wouldn't. Yeah, it's the worst because you're like, oh, something's coming. Something's coming.
But I've had that feeling for like a week, and so I'm just like, I think I'm success. But like, it's one of those things where I don't feel bad enough where it's like, okay, I need to like just take a day to rest, but I don't feel. So like I still feel like I want to do stuff with my day, so I'm like going out and doing stuff, and then I'm just not getting better. So really, I just need to like take a day to lay in bed, you know.
Yeah, yeah. Rest is so good for you. Rest is
It
so
is.
good for you when you're sick. Sleeping.
How do you sleep? You sleep? You're a side sleeper.
Oh, Mark, I'm a stomach sleeper, and I know I
Really?
shouldn't be. I know that's the worst one for you,
Mhm.
but it's how I sleep the best. Every other position just isn't comfortable for me. I've been trying to do side a lot more. I can't do back. I can't be on my back at all.
Yeah, I don't get back feels like not to be like a I don't know what the word, not to be quirky about sleep. Back feels like too normal, right? It's like, oh, you're sleeping on your back. Come on, you know.
Well, and I feel like there's a primal instinct to not go on your back, belly up, just exposed, vulnerable to the world.
Uh-huh.
I just can't. No, that's how they're gonna get me. See, if I'm on my stomach, nothing could get me. Someone could break in and try and get me, and they go, ah, damn it, on his stomach, can't get him.
But it does feel like back is like the average sleeping position, but like I don't know. I just can't do it. I can't do it.
It's supposed to be the healthiest for you,
I heard
too.
side was the
Like
healthiest.
for your back, or I think back is. I thought. Well, I guess it depends on what your issues are. I have pretty bad back problems,
Mhm.
so my chiropractor told me that I should be on my back, and I said I am not going to do that. I didn't tell him that, but in my head, I have not
Uh-huh.
done it.
But I think what people don't think about that is the possibility of getting attacked in the middle of the night. You know, because you're right. If you're laying on your back, swing, they'll get you.
Exactly, and see, and that's something I think about pretty much every night before I go to bed. Is how can I minimize attack opportunities?
Well, that's because freshman year I would do like attack trainings with you, where randomly throughout the night I would fake stab you and go, you can't be sleeping on your back, right?
Exactly.
So,
You trained it out of me. I used to have perfect spine, sleeping on my back every night, never had an issue. And you, thankfully, tortured that out of me, I would say.
sleep deprivation is a heck of a tool, right?
And I've always said that, and I've always believed that.
Tracy, I'm not gonna
Yeah.
ask you if you have a don't even get me started. I know you do, and I'd love to hear it.
I've been going first the last how many times? It's your turn. You
My
go first.
turn?
You set the tone. You set the tone. I don't want to. I don't want to. I don't want to. I don't need to go.
It's
first
true.
every
It's true.
time.
I do feel like I'm the first to kind of jump into that host and go, all right, you talk first. All right. So I do, I'll take the first swing at it. Don't even get me started on daylight savings. This is not a new take. It is. Check the time here. 5:02 p.m. It's dark outside. Look. I'm using the environment. I'm using the set here. It's dark outside. Look. It should not be this dark at 5 o'clock. All right. I guess I actually don't like when because daylight savings just ended, right?
Yeah.
And so I like daylight savings. I don't like standard time. But I'm confused by daylight saving. I'm confused. Spring forward, fall back, gain an hour, lose an hour. It's starting, it's ending. It's too confusing for me. And and I'm sick of it. All right, Arizona doesn't do daylight savings, right? I will always take a later sunset if it means an earlier. I'll take a later sunset if it means a later. See, it's confusing, right? You're confused, right? Everyone here is confused. We're all
I
confused
would say
equally
that I
right
don't.
now.
I think I think you're causing me to be confused. I feel like I understand
We're
savings.
all equally confused. Okay, here's a question for you, right?
Yeah.
How long are you doing the calculations in your head of like, if it was the last time, it would actually be 6 o'clock right now?
Oh, I mean, I stopped that immediately. I don't know. As soon I mean, the day it happens, I change all my clocks because I don't like messing with the. Oh, it's actually this time. It confuses me too much. I want to look at a clock and know what time it is. So I change all my things immediately, and then I
Hmm.
stop thinking about it.
I change everything too, but I do think I think you get 3 days. Here's my 3 days of going. Man, if it was old time, it would be like 6 o'clock right now.
Oh, I see.
You know,
So you're asking how long I'm thinking
mentally,
about
right?
what
How long
time
are you
it
going?
really
Uh
is.
huh. Right. What time my
Yeah,
body thinks it
same
is.
answer. Same answer. Almost
Hmm.
never. I just accept
Really?
whatever time it is and I move on.
That's interesting. Let's look into that for a second. Why
I
is
feel
that?
like once I don't know, just a general lack of inquisitiveness, I guess. But once I go to
Can't Google it,
sleep
right?
after can't Google it, so I don't know. I don't have anything to look up. Once I go to sleep once after daylight savings, which is usually like that first time, none of it matters to me. I'm like, all right, I've woken up. The day is reset. My clock is reset. Whatever. Doesn't matter to me. I don't know. I don't know. But I don't know. Maybe I subconsciously kind of think about it,
Hmm.
but
Here's what I
I see your
realized
point.
because it happened, and I went to work, and I work in a room with no windows. I can't see outside, and my body did not feel the difference in time. It was only when I left the building and like I was like in a room with windows like a regular person, where like my body I was like, oh, this is not feel. It should not be this time right now. It feels a little later than it is. But yeah, I think
Yeah,
three
the
days.
I feel like if I worked on the day, like the day after, it definitely would have thought about it more because I'd come out after being like I'd get off and I go, oh, it's dark now. It wasn't
Hmm.
dark before. Didn't you see
That's
that? I feel like that I would think about it more. But
That's it because when I was driving in, it was like the sun was rising, and I haven't gotten to drive into work on a weekend with the sun in like months. And so I
yeah,
think that's what threw me off. And then I come home, and within an hour of me getting home, it's dark already. It's getting dark.
see the I don't know if this always happens, but daylight savings or ended or whatever. The shift, the big
Hmm.
shift happened during Halloween, so my sense of time was already
You were already
pretty
gone.
thrown off. I was already not concerned with whatever the time was.
Hmm.
I don't so I feel like this was probably the least impactful that it's ever been for me was just because of that timing. I don't think it's always on Halloween though, right?
I think it's always the first
Around it.
weekend of November.
So yeah, that was so November 1st was
So November
yeah,
1st was
okay.
Saturday.
So maybe so then it always would be on.
I mean, but I mean, if like Halloween's on a Monday, I feel like Halloween's typically the Saturday, Sunday before.
Oh yeah, I guess that's true. If it's on a weekday,
Yeah.
then it would change things. All right, well, we got to the bottom of that real quick, but
Or if like Halloween is on a Saturday, it wouldn't happen until the next weekend. I don't think.
wait, so it's on the weekend?
It's always on the weekend. See, it's confusing. It's confusing. Everyone's confused right now.
I thought we were
Point is
getting rid of
proven.
it. I thought we were getting rid of this. I
They've
thought
been
we were
trying to get rid
stopping
of it
it.
for years, and every single time I'm like, yes, we've finally done it. We've won the war, and we never have.
My question is, who's stopping us from getting rid of it? Seems
Congress.
pretty like I was gonna say, is it big clock? Is it big time?
It's the
Interfering
farmers
with us?
because the farmers like an earlier sunrise. I think.
It's and I've always said that the big farm, big farm is the true enemy,
I've
and
always
they're
known
holding
you to
us
be
back.
anti-farmer. Not big, not
Ooh
always
wee.
big farm. You just like the small farmers. You know, the ones that keep our country. You go, I hate those guys.
I hate farms at all tax brackets.
It
It's
don't
all
matter
gotta
the
go.
size.
It's all got to go because I don't want because I don't think I don't think I could be a farmer. I really don't. I
No,
think I play a mean game of Stardew Valley, but that's about at the extent of my farming skills. I don't
I
think I'm
don't.
cut out for it. And I'm
I don't
willing to
think
admit
either of
that.
us could. I don't think either of us would be good on the farm.
Yeah. I mean, in like a survival situation where I have to, I mean, yeah, I can make it work.
But I
But
think that's different than like working on like a dairy farm. You know.
okay, dairy farm. However, I think I could. I could work with the
You think
cows.
you could be? I don't. I would hate to work with cows. I think
Cows are so cute. I love cows. I could work
cows
with
are
cows.
cute, but they smell awful, right? Don't cows smell bad? Weigh in the comments.
How many cows you smelled? What it smelled like? Give us a full picture here. Cows do smell pretty bad, but I feel like it's one of those things where you don't smell it after a while
Yeah, maybe.
if you're working with them, or maybe it just doesn't bother. I don't know. I feel like you would probably always smell that though. I don't know.
Yeah. Weigh in the comments. Any cow farmers
Weigh
out
in
there
the
watching
comments.
this?
Get ready for the farm hour where we go learn to milk cows
Hmm.
and make cheese.
You ever milked a cow before?
No, never have, and I fear I never will. But
I've
you
had
know,
many
I'm leaving my
opportunities,
options
never
open.
taken them.
Why have you had so many opportunities to milk these cows?
I know farmers.
I'm well connected in
I'm
the
well
dairy
connected in the
community.
dairy industry.
I'm well connected in the dairy community. Well connected and respected, I might add. They all come begging me, come milk my cows, come milk my cows.
Well, it's because of my
They know
side
I got those
project.
grippers.
It's because of my side project, the Milk Cast. It's a podcast all about milk. Um,
I didn't know about this. Why was I? I'm not. I haven't been invited to be a guest. I have lots of milk thoughts.
I mean, it's more so like for like people that really know milk, right?
I know milk. I know
No,
milk.
you know milk, but you don't really know milk, right? It's about people that really know milk.
You think you know milk, but you don't know milk.
Um, but yeah, so what do we get out of this? Daylight savings time is good. I don't like when it ends. I'm confused, and I'm well connected in the milk industry.
And there you have it. And that's it for us this week on.
Thank you so much for watching. We'll be back in 2 weeks.
Or you can catch the milk cast even sooner.
Catch the
than
milk
that
cast
for your-
on my off weeks for the Power Hour podcast. I sit down with Jonah Hill, my co-host.
Jonah Hill is your co-host.
Not
for
that
the
Jonah Hill.
Milkcast? Oh, it's no relation.
Different Jonah Hill.
You have a bunch of people with celebrity names who have no
Mhm.
connection. And next week we have Amy Poehler again, no relation.
Not that one.
Not that.
I've got Bill
Every
Skarsgård
episode.
coming on. Other Skarsgård, totally
Different
separate family.
Different Skarsgård, although this is from the famous Dairy Skarsgårds.
Tracy, what's your don't even get me started?
Oh man, don't even get me started. On a group of people I like to call movie predictors, and it's gotta stop. Listen, I love watching movies. I love watching movies with my friends. I love having a good movie night. And this isn't directed at anyone in particular. I just have seen this behavior a lot.
Who's it
and
directed
has
at?
to stop.
I can tell
You
it's at
don't
someone.
get. It's not. I said
It's at
specifically
someone,
it
and
wasn't.
I probably know who
I
they are.
said specifically it wasn't Mark, and we could talk about it after. But if you were sitting there and you go, oh, he's going to be right behind there. Ooh, what if they are actually doing this the whole time? It's got to stop. You don't get bonus points for predicting where a movie goes. And you don't get, it's not a game of Jeopardy, okay, where you got to buzz in immediately and go, ooh, I know what's going to happen next. Chances are everybody else also knows what's going to happen next. It's a movie. Most of them follow a pretty set regimen of plot. And that's sort of I'm torn because I do think it is fun. I do think it is fun, and I understand the appeal of in your head going, "Ooh, I wonder if this is gonna happen or this is gonna happen." It's where it comes out of your mouth where I have the issue, because then you're ruining it for people who maybe aren't playing that mental game, or even if they are, something about just saying it out loud just sort of like reveals it to everybody in a way. Do I make sense, or am I being too
No,
nitpicky?
I think you make full sense. I agree. I think I start to do it when other people do it because I'm so competitive and I need to be right all the time. Where as soon as other people go, I know what's going on. I watch movies. I know what's going on. And so then I start doing it because it's like it becomes a game to me where it's like, okay, if we're going to play this game, I'm in.
Exactly. And then it becomes a game. It becomes a competition. and that the people, oh, I knew that was gonna happen. Okay, I don't know what you want from me. It
Mm-hmm.
really just bothers me. But to be clear, I am also a chronic talker during a movie.
Yeah.
I'll make a little joke. I'll make a little quip, and
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure that's annoying to plenty of people. And I'm sure
Yeah.
that this, and I'm torn because I do think that that community experience of watching a movie is so fun and like making jokes and talking about what's happening and going, oh, do you think this could happen? I just think there's a way to do it.
Mm-hmm. And but I think if you have the right group, you can. Like me and you, when we just watch a movie and it's just us, it is a very different style of watching a movie than if I'm watching a movie with other people or if we're watching a movie with other people. Just because of the nature of who we are as people. And so maybe you just got to find the right group of people that like the prediction stuff.
Yeah, or maybe I just watch movies by my own on my lonesome.
Yeah.
Since I'm so particular
Hey,
about
what was the
it.
last movie you watched?
Last movie I watched was It Chapter 2. I rewatched that one with a group of people,
I just
and
watched
they
it,
talked.
chapter one.
Well, I watched 1 and then 2. I didn't just watch 2, to be
Oh,
clear. I
I thought
watched
you
1 and
just
then 2.
jumped straight to.
No, 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 no. That's madness.
Mm-hmm.
Although I do, upon rewatch, I believe I like the second one more than the first one.
I still have not seen the second one. I've just seen the first one, and I'm watching the TV show now.
What? You gotta watch the second one with Bill Hader.
I love Bill Hader.
You love Bill Hader.
I
You
love
gotta
Bill
watch it.
Hader. He's gonna be on my
He
podcast. He's gonna be on the
loves
Milkcast. Not that one though. Not that one.
William Hader.
Mm-hmm.
I have not seen the show yet. I do really want to see it. I plan on starting it this weekend.
I've got thoughts on it when you watch it.
Okay, we'll circle back. We'll put a pin in it,
Mm-hmm.
and we'll circle back and we'll touch base. Moral of the story is, I'm a giant hypocrite and I love talking throughout movies, and I don't like when other people do it. It should only be me talking.
Is that why you have a podcast?
Well, yes, and that's why I watch a movie over here the entire time, so that because nothing gets me talking like a movie.
Uh huh. And I've always said that about you.
Gets me talking like an inappropriate situation to talk.
Mm-hmm. And you're loud in theaters too. It's not like you're quiet. You know, in theaters. I mean, you're loud. You're yelling. Hey.
I'm loud. I'm moving a lot. I like to switch seats. I like to get the noisiest snacks possible. I like to bring my own hot plate.
You
and
like
do
you
Jiffy
like
Pop.
doing stair runs up and down the stairs.
Well, I gotta whenever listen
When it gets
my
boring.
When my Apple Watch tells me to stand up, I stand up.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sorry that I'm committed to my health journey and that I'm gonna do a couple laps around the theater. And maybe even get up front and go, does anyone know what's happening? If I get confused.
Well, it's also like when it gets boring, you go, God, this is so boring, and you just keep talking about how boring it is as you're doing the stairs. You're like, what is going on? This is awful.
I walk around and I go, ugh. And I go up to the projection window and I'm throwing
You're tapping
popcorn.
at the glass.
I'm throwing things up there and I'm going, how long is left? How much we got? Can you put it on 2x speed or something? Can we get things moving? I gotta pee. Can you pause it?
And that's why you're not allowed in any movie theaters anymore. Right?
I'm on a few lists. I try and stick to the local ones that aren't able to communicate as well.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Tracy,
Mhm.
me and you, we've been doing this show for a while. And we're talking about movies, we're talking about the It sequel. How about a sequel to a previous episode? How about that?
Is that even allowed, Mark?
It is now. They just passed a law. Government shut down, but they're passing laws about our podcast.
Ironically, our podcast can only be addressed during a shutdown.
Mm-hmm. That's the only time the government recognizes us. But I've got some conspiracy theories, some that I have come up with and some that I have found on the internet that I find humorous. And I know you've got some. You've always got some rattling around in your brain. Because you're reading
Always.
those Q forums, right? You're reading QAnon?
Yeah, just it's something to do, something to fill the time. I've been trying to, decrease my time on social media, so instead I read Q.
But Tracy, what is your first conspiracy theory for us?
Yeah, I'm gonna go out the gate with my main one here. This is a theory that I've had rattling around in the old noggin. I won't claim to be the originator, but I've certainly been keeping an eye on it for over a decade now, Mark. If you can believe it.
It's a long one.
What happened in 2014, Mark? A lot of stuff.
A
A
lot
lot
of
of
stuff
stuff
happened.
happened.
I turned 11.
Yeah.
Okay.
That it?
That's all I can remember.
I'll tell you. We lost a legend. We lost a comedic legend by the name of Joan Rivers. And Mark, I'm a little suspicious about the circumstances around her death.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Um, Specifically, and I mean, I hesitate to bring this up because I don't want to put a target on our back with this podcast, Mark. Especially, I don't want
If
to.
targets are being put on back, I don't agree with this. Okay,
Well, Mark, I fear it's my responsibility to say it, and I fear that I've talked about it too much where I have to say it, and if it puts a target on our back and if
not my
something
back,
happens
not
to
my
me,
back.
if it puts a target on both of our backs together and something happens to me and you, and especially you, we know what happened, and I'm just going to say it. I'm just going to say it, Mark. Beyonce killed Joan Rivers.
Okay, yeah, okay, you can't say that. Yeah.
And
Beyonce, I believe you're innocent. Free Beyonce.
I Mark, we're a united front here, all right?
Okay,
and,
we're united front. Free Beyonce.
I'm just gonna okay, and listen, you're apprehensive at first, and that's understandable. I mean, these two individuals seemingly have nothing to do with each other, right? They're
I would
in different
agree.
industries. They're both in entertainment, but there's not doesn't seem to be a lot of overlap. I mean, one is what an 80-year-old comedian. One is a 20-year-old singer. But give me a second, and I'm gonna connect some things for you. All right, now Joan had been repeatedly outspoken, making jokes about Beyonce for a long time. All right, I mean it was her job. She was a roast comedian. She made fun of celebrities. She had fashion police where she would criticize outfits and stuff like that all the time, and she criticized Beyonce a lot. It was her job, alongside of other celebrities. Um, on September 4th, 2014, Joan Rivers went in for a seemingly pretty routine throat procedure for acid reflux and vocal cords, and she died that day due to complications in the surgery. We'll get into those complications later. But you know what else is significant about
Mm-hmm.
September 4th, Mark?
What's that?
September 4th happens to be Beyonce's birthday. September 4th, 2014, Beyonce turned 33. Joan Rivers was born in 1933.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? Let those numbers sit for a second. I'm going to give you some more numbers. Beyonce, born in 1981. Can you guess how old Joan Rivers was when she died?
I would assume 81, based on the fact
You
that I
would
just read it.
assume correctly. You would assume correctly. And you know how you knew that? Because you knew in your heart that something's up.
Because I
You
I
knew-
just read the Wikipedia.
Nope, you knew that something was. Don't be reading. Don't be reading. I got all the facts here for
Okay,
you. Don't
yeah.
go searching for your own. The last thing Joan Rivers ever tweeted, do you know what it is?
What'd she say?
It was actually a promo for her book. But the tweet before that, also a promo for her book. But the tweet before that, on August 27th, 2014, at 7:33 a.m., she liked to wake up early and do her tweets, as do I. I like to have a morning routine. I have my coffee. I criticize people. And it was a tweet referencing the infamous elevator fight between Solange. I'll go ahead and read it for you. A man reportedly got his finger bitten off at a Beyonce concert. The shocking twist, it wasn't Jay-Z's finger and it wasn't by Solange. This is, of course, referencing the infamous elevator fight between them, which I'm not sure if you know of. Solange beat Jay-Z in an elevator. It was a whole thing. I don't know too much about it. I'm not going to talk about it too much because I really don't know enough, and I know. But Joan wanted to talk about it, and Joan did talk about it as her last ever tweet, basically.
I'm waiting for more. And there's got to be some actual twist to this that makes it plausible.
What do you mean? I'm giving you all. It is plausible, but if you're not convinced, Joan Rivers died of a complication related to lack of oxygen to the brain. Very abnormal for a procedure like this. A malpractice suit was filed by her family, who believed that they had sufficient evidence that something was wrong. Again, this was supposed to be a very routine procedure. Do you know what? You ever hear of propofol?
No.
It's an anesthetic used in procedures, and it was also investigated, connected to Michael Jackson's death. Same anesthetic used for Joan Rivers. Oh,
So, well, if it's a
guys.
common anesthetic, wouldn't it?
Shh. I'm not done. The settlement was settled 2 years later, undisclosed amount. But I know what you're thinking, Mark. Yes, this. I mean, obviously, Beyonce killed Joan Rivers, but why? But why? I mean, it makes sense. I mean, the opportunity is there, but what's the motive? All right. Well, it's hard to say. She criticized Beyonce a long time. She criticized lots of people. All right. Why didn't these other people kill her? Why didn't Beyonce kill Joan Rivers all these years ago when she was criticizing her if she had such a problem with it? Right. I believe it is because she decided to bring Beyonce's family into it. She said, "You can talk about me, but don't talk about my husband. And don't talk about my sister / possible daughter." That's a whole other theory. She didn't want them brought into it. And again, to connect it to another Beyonce theory, you heard of Whitney Houston?
Yeah.
And obviously, she died.
Yeah.
And obviously, we all know that she was murdered by Beyonce in order to make room in the Illuminati for Blue Ivy to take over. Yes, exactly. And I believe that Joan was killed to make room for someone as well. You see, Beyonce and Kim Kardashian, they were having a feud within the Illuminati, okay? Because they both want to be top dog. 2014 coincides with Kardashian's, real peak rise. And she had just gotten married to Kanye. She was in prime position to take over a leadership position. But Beyonce said, no, I'm in charge of the Illuminati. So she killed Joan in order to make room for one of the Kardashian children to step in as sort of a peace offering to, keep her down there.
No.
I don't know, Mark. I don't know. I mean,
I do know. I know that not. No, I don't think. I think you lost me at first, and then you double lost me with the Illuminati stuff.
Okay, then forget the Illuminati stuff. The numbers, Mark. The numbers line up. Come on, you think that's a coincidence?
Yeah,
you think
probably.
That's a coincidence? Okay, I have one more piece of evidence.
Okay, yeah.
One more. The anesthesiologist for Joan Rivers. Do you know who that was?
Why would I?
Beyonce's cousin. Yeah. I don't know. Imagine if what I just said was true. That it would really line up to be pretty.
Is that not true?
It's not true.
Okay. Do you believe any of this?
But I believe all of it. Wholeheartedly, Mark. And I'm putting my life on the line to expose the truth. And you know what, Mark? When I was searching for this, remarkable amount of articles that reference specific tweets and videos regarding this theory. Oh, this tweet has been deleted. Oh, this video is unavailable. Interesting. Why is all the evidence disappearing? Why are all of these people talking about it being silenced?
Probably because, especially with the tweets, people are deleting their Twitter accounts and wiping their...
Are they doing it, or is someone...
No, probably they're doing it because of the ownership of Twitter.
Or are they deleting it? And by they, I mean, that could be anybody.
No, I think people themselves are doing it.
You think people are silencing themselves in this
I
economy,
don't think
Mark?
they're silencing. I think they're just deleting
Or
their
are they
Twitters.
being silenced?
You don't just get
Mark,
to...
you look this up, and I guarantee you will find almost no one talking about it.
I wonder
why. And you will find almost no evidence.
Uh-huh.
And I'll tell you, you don't have to wonder why. I'm telling you why, because the people, they don't want us to know. Beyonce doesn't want us to know. And listen, I love Beyonce, all right? She's been my number one artist on Spotify for the last 4 years. So I'm committed, all right? I'm not trying to do anything to the hive. I just think that, These things need to be talked about, and they're not being talked about.
Um. Yeah. All right, man. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't agree, but
Yeah. Oh.
no.
Then what was
Yeah.
the yeah for?
Yeah, I think it's great that you get to believe stuff like that, and I believe that's a great part about America, right? For now, at least, right? We have free speech.
Yeah. Until Beyonce makes us delete all of our tweets and take down all of our YouTube videos.
I'm telling you
She's
right
powerful.
now. I'm telling you right now. No one's gonna be coming after your tweets.
Good. Good. Don't be coming. Except for my psychic sleep attack. I'm worried about that one. I think I really was onto something with those.
Listen,
I was seeing
I was getting
pivot.
reports.
Listen, those I don't get a lot of engagement on my tweets, obviously. Though they're just for me.
Mm-hmm.
But view wise, always at least triple digits. Those cyber attack ones, or those cyber sleep attack ones, or psychic sleep attack ones, single digits, not even in the tens. They're hiding those from people's pages because they don't want them to know that I'm on to the psychic sleep attack that occurred.
I think
July.
maybe let's get you off the QAnon forums, maybe.
Yeah, and start my own. Is that what you're saying?
No,
Start
I'm
my own
saying
forum?
maybe. I'm saying maybe like.
I love it. No, I
I'm
love that's
saying
genius.
just like maybe get back to just watching like regular TikToks.
Nope, can't do TikTok because Beyonce's on there. She controls it all.
Tracy, I've got a conspiracy for you.
Let's hear it.
I think Big Gingerbread's lying to us.
Okay.
Gingerbread houses. You ever made one of those?
Yeah, lots of times.
You ever eaten a gingerbread cookie?
Yeah.
Really, you have?
Yeah.
You're lying to me, are you?
No, I wouldn't lie to you about gingerbread. I've had gingerbread cookies. Not like the little guys, but I've had gingerbread like what is that? Is it Nestle? Pepperidge Farm. They make a nice gingerbread. No, I love a gingerbread. Ooh, ginger snap. That's a gingerbread.
A ginger snap's not a gingerbread.
Absolutely, it is. It's ginger.
Is this real? Is this real? My whole conspiracy may have blown up.
I think isn't a ginger snap the same thing? It's just like thinner, so it's crispier. Pretty sure it's all the same stuff. Molasses, ginger.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
I still
my whole
wanna
tower's
hear.
come crumbling down.
I would like to hear where you were gonna go, and you had the audacity to tell me that mine was nothing. I shut yours down before it even started.
My theory was that no one eats gingerbread, and so what they do with all the leftover gingerbread is they turn that into the gingerbread houses because no one's eating the gingerbread and they gotta have a place to go with it.
I would argue that probably.
Are people
Yeah,
eating gingerbread? What's the stats on this?
Is it a bread?
Well, that's okay. That's the confusing part. All right, and so maybe there is something with the gingerbread thing. I think we might be onto something here.
Gingerbread's not real?
It's not bread.
Gingerbread's not bread. Well, that wouldn't be really a theory. That would just be a statement of fact about a classification of food.
Gingerbread. No, gingerbread comes from the old French word, I'm not going to try to pronounce that, which meant gingered food. So it was never bread.
Gingerbread was never bread. Yeah, that's not a theory. That's just a fact, I think. Hit me with another one, Mark.
All right,
Come on.
I got another one. Okay.
Hit me with one of your backups.
This is one of the ones that I found online. And this is one that I'm liking, and I have not dug too deep into it, but I believe it. Okay. And this is a quote. I just came across one about the fact that there are no real trees left. Real trees were ancient and so large that it makes ours look like grass. And they believe the Devil's Tower in Wyoming is a stump of one of the ancient trees that are left. Have you heard this before?
I have seen this theory, and I do think it's very, very interesting. Tell me more. I didn't read too much into it. I'd seen the surface.
I had heard that under this Devil's Tower in Wyoming, which it's actually a magnificent looking thing if you want to look it up at home. It is it's this really cool, but they said there's a root system underneath it. Huh? Why would that be if it's just rock, right? And so, but my main question, right, and because I have not fully dug into this theory, is who was taking the old trees down, right? I think, and here, let me link it to another theory I have. I think that, okay, this is something else, that there is a hollow earth. There's no such thing as an earth's core, and it is a hollow earth that monsters live in, things like Godzilla, right? They used to roam our planet for free, right? And do you think they took the big trees down there? You think they took them into the hollow earth? Did the earth do a full flip, like it flipped inside out? Is this bigger than we could have thought?
But what I had seen for the big Earth theory was that it was an overabundance of oxygen that allowed everything to be big.
Mm-hmm.
And then these living organisms realized that they couldn't be that big. There were giant insects,
Mm-hmm.
but their frames were too big for their organs, so anytime they moved, their organs would just knock around and effectively kill them. And so eventually things shrunk back down as an evolution of, for safety.
Interesting.
As the ozone developed and there was less oxygen and blah blah blah.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I saw as an explanation for it. But I did also see this hollow earth theory, and you have taken my 2 backup theories now. And and I mean it could be connected. Did you see the other part of that hollow earth theory where Japan is in on it?
Mm-hmm.
And
they're trying to cover it up.
And they're trying to cover it up with Godzilla and the kaiju stuff and all of that. Very interesting.
I mean, and I think it's all possible. I mean, I think right now what we're developing is the theory that the Earth flipped inside out at one point. Right?
Oh, you think it's inside out?
I think that
when they flipped on the Hadron when they flipped on the Hadron Collider.
Mm-hmm. When they put on the particle accelerator, what is it? The one in Sweden or whatever, the big one.
Yeah.
The God particle thing.
Yes.
They flipped
when they
it
turned
inside
that
out.
on.
It flipped. Or with the dinosaurs. Okay, here's what happened: is the asteroid that killed the dinosaurs. All right, I'm gonna put my laptop down for this. I don't want them listening to us. When the asteroid hit, it created a sinkhole. It flipped the whole Earth inside out. The monsters that are living in the hollow Earth are the dinosaurs with the big trees, right? The big trees and the dinosaurs. They're living inside the Earth. The outside of the what was the inside of the Earth flipped out, and that's what.
Yeah,
became
like one
us.
of those jelly tube toys,
Mm-hmm.
like one of those where you put something in one and then it'll it can flip through.
Flipped out.
So the asteroid hit it so hard that the Earth flipped inside out.
Mm-hmm. But
And
some of the
then the
dinosaur
dinosaurs-
DNA was still left, and that's how we got things like chicken and alligators.
How would the DNA, if they were on the inside? How
Well,
would
because it hit it so hard that it went out into the atmosphere and it came back down.
Oh, DNA rained back
Mm-hmm.
down.
And then,
see.
so I bet what happened is we had very early iterations of humans, right? Of us that were living on the inside of the Earth before this.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's why when you see all these pictures of caveman and dinosaurs living together, people say they didn't live together at the same time. They just didn't live together on the same side of the Earth.
So how are they living on? So would you say that the core of the Earth is still real? Like there's still some form of sun in there that's letting all these trees grow?
I mean, there must be, right? That's why we have gravity.
Duh.
Obviously, dude. And so, I think this is it. I think we figured it out.
Yeah, I think we've evolved. I think we've evolved all these theories into one massive theory. I mean, it
I
all
also saw
lines
another
up too
theory
good.
that Finnish people weren't real, and I'm sure that involves this somehow. Finnish people are also on the inside of the Earth.
Yeah, and I mean Joan Rivers probably visited the inside of the Earth at some point.
The Illuminati,
learned too
knows
much.
about the inside of the Earth. They're the ones who's covering it up because they've got tunnels that can get into there,
Of course, naturally.
and that's where they're hiding everything.
You think they're all hiding in the middle?
I think that they are, and I think that's probably when things disappear, or what's it called when Berenstain Bears and Berenstain Bears.
Oh, the Mandela effect. Yeah.
It's because they're swapping parts out from the inside of the core, and they're bringing it out here, and they're bringing our stuff in there.
So there, in your theory, there's an inner core version of the Berenstain Bears.
Yes, right, exactly.
So
So,
their society mimics ours almost
but
identically,
it's
but a little
dinosaurs
off.
instead of us.
Why are they still bears then?
Well, because they've got bear dinosaurs.
Sure. Yeah, absolutely. No, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But why are they still called bears then, and not like bear? Like you think they call them bears still? We just happen to reach
Well,
this
yeah,
name,
it's
or do
easier
you
for
think
the
we're
Illuminati.
sharing?
It's easier for the Illuminati people to go. They're bears because we don't want to have to remember two names. Because then, what if an Illuminati member's out here and they call it by a separate name, and everyone goes, "What's that?" And then they spill the whole. They spill the whole deal.
And that's what the Mandela's effect is: people like slipping
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
and being like, "Oh, Berenson. Oh, I meant.
Oop, oop, oops.
Oh,
Right.
whoopsie, oops."
Uh huh.
Interesting. I think we're getting to the bottom. This might be our last episode. I think we're uncovering too many truths,
They're gonna take us out, I think.
and they're taking us out.
This is good. This is good. Oh, and on note of the Finnish thing, we do have our Power Hour reporter, Conor Anderson, actively in Finland for an assignment,
Yeah.
and so we can check in with him and get back to you on that. See if we do know Finnish people. If we've confirmed, maybe that's at the heart of it, right? Connor, our buddy Connor, he sent me a snap that said life here is interesting, and I asked him to explain, and he said, not explaining it. And so maybe, do you think he knows something?
Was he unwilling or unable
I think he might know
to share
something.
information? That's exactly maybe the Finns are silencing him,
Mm-hmm.
whoever they are.
Whoever they are.
They could be. I mean, maybe we're looking at the wrong country. Maybe Japan has nothing to do with it. Maybe the Finnish are covering up
Mm-hmm.
this underground story, and that's why people think they're real. Oh, where did Finland come from? Oh, it just emerged as people crawled out of the ground
Mm-hmm.
as representatives of the core.
Why do you think they're so happy there? Because that's where the Illuminati is.
Exactly. See, no one real is that happy.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Because they got tubes.
You
They
think
got tubes in Finland that go to the center. That's where the
you think
tubes are.
you think quality of life is better inside the planet? You think they're dealing with the same stuff?
I feel like probably not. I feel like they probably figured it out.
Why do you think that?
Well, it's like if it's the Illuminati, they got money.
Okay, does the Illuminati run underground? Because before it seemed like they were just sort of using it as storage, but now you're suggesting that maybe they run the whole underground show?
I think they're running both.
What? They're running. Oh, they run everything,
Uh-huh.
is what you're saying.
Mhm.
Okay, interesting. Therefore, Beyonce runs everything. So would it be outside of the realm of possibility that she would kill Joan Rivers?
Yes.
Okay.
That's an insane thing to say, man. I really
Come on. I thought we were having a serious discussion about how the earth got flipped inside out, and here you come with this Joan Rivers bullshit.
it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense to me. Right?
Let's talk about something real. Okay?
Real.
Like how
like
Avril
really
Lavigne
real.
like how Avril Lavigne died years ago and was replaced by Melissa.
Avril Lavigne did not die. She got sent to the other Earth because she was too cool. They said, "You're too cool for this Earth." Same thing with Paul
Oh.
McCartney and the Beatles. The Paul is dead theory. Paul didn't die. Paul took a tube to the center of the Earth.
Oh, you think there was some sort of cultural exchange program,
Mm-hmm.
maybe,
Mm-hmm.
where it was like you
It's like a
send
prisoner swap.
you send Avril to the
Mm-hmm.
center because we like her vibe, and I feel like she did kind of fit and that's sort of where that theory comes from, is that
Mm-hmm.
after this time where she died, her music got less grungy and underground. So
Mhm.
maybe her energy just matched the core world better, and
I
maybe
think
she's
it
living
did.
out her dreams down there.
Yeah.
And we got Melissa.
I think we're onto something big, and I don't think they want us to know.
Who else? Name another celebrity you think came from the center.
I mean, I think like Benson Boone kind of popped up out of nowhere, huh?
I think anyone who sort of has the industry plant allegations, I think that there could be a case that
Did
they
you
came
not
from
hear
the
his
core.
lyrics? Moonbeam ice cream. Do you think that's an ice cream flavor underground?
Or it could be because they don't have a moon.
Maybe
I mean,
they have
don't know what the
maybe they
moon-
have a moon inside the Earth, right? And it sends moonbeams.
You're losing me, bud.
No, 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 no. No moonbeams. No moonbeams.
Just kidding about the moonbeams. That was just a joke. That was just a meme. Yeah, okay, Benson Boone, Avril
Benson
Lavigne. Yeah, I
Boone.
mean, I'm kind of sold. I'm kind of sold on our joint theory that the reason everything is the way it is, the Earth got flipped inside out. That would make the most sense.
I think it does. And also, people don't eat gingerbread anymore. That's the other part of my theory.
That does seem to be the weakest part of your theory because you sort of gave up on it before you even started. So I'm less inclined to believe that one, but it's definitely worth examining. I
But
don't
you do
understand.
like the tubes?
Okay, well, it started as tunnels and now it's tubes. So
It's
which
always
is
been
it?
tubes.
Are they
I believe. Trust me. I've known this to be true. It's always been tubes.
okay? Well, we're gonna check the tape in a minute, but we are they tunnels? As in people or are we talking like Futurama style pneumatic tubes where people are zipping down under the earth?
It's not like I mean, like it's a straight shwoom, swing, right? One of those.
Sorry, can I? What were those?
Shwoom, swing, like an elevator
Got it.
almost.
Okay. So it's not. They're not walking down in tunnels. They're
Mm-mm.
tubes that there's some sort of device that carries them.
Yes. Yes.
So how do you think? And I'm not questioning. I feel like this is a collaborative theory now.
Yeah.
How do we think that they've remained hidden for so long? I mean, we've been digging in that earth. We've been wrecking
We don't
it,
go past
just
the
going in
crust.
there. If we can't get through the crusts, then how are they getting through it then?
Well, they've got
Illuminati, they just have-
technology. They're the Illuminati. They've got technology to go through the crust. Obviously. I mean, like, you're poking
Okay.
holes in a theory that can't be poked holes through.
You're poking holes and I'm
using
plugging
a
them right up,
You're
baby.
using a dang spoon to poke holes, all right?
And I got flex tape, and I'm closing up all your holes, bud.
You're using a spoon to go through the crust, all right?
You're using a spoon to go through the crust, and I'm eating apple pie, baby.
I almost had water go through my nose there. That one almost got me.
So they're trying to silence you. They control the water too.
Mm-hmm.
They control every. Hey, let me ask you this. I no longer have any more theories planned. I don't know if you do. Or
Not really,
plotted
no.
out. Perfect. So let's just talk about some where we think we land on them. Simulation theory. What do you think of? Let's assume that our theory about the Earth being inside out is not true, even
Okay.
though it obviously is. Let's assume it's not true, and let's examine some other theories. What do you think about the simulation theory? Do you think we live in a
I do,
simulation?
yeah.
You do.
I every day that goes by, I believe in the simulation theory more and more, and that is something I truly believe. Yes.
Sometimes, because I think people equate the simulation theory a lot to like the game of Sims.
Mm.
And I'm like, I don't know. I don't think there's a lot of evidence for simulation. And then I think about comparing it to Sims, and I think about how sometimes when I played The Sims, I force my Sims to hold their bladder for a long time because I'm like, no, there's other things that I want you to do. And then I think about how sometimes I force myself to hold my bladder for a long time, and because there's other things I want to do. And then I just think that yeah, that lines up in my head.
I
You
think
know,
it's
what-
like a
if someone's-
simulation to see, like, okay, what do we do if, like, we put certain people in power? What happens to people if we kind of, like, do this whole situation?
Yeah, I do, but my favorite thing about the simulation theory is that it's sort of just a theory. It's like, yeah, we're in a simulation. Like, I don't think I've seen a lot of evidence for it other than the stuff that's happening right now is so crazy it has to be by design.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I think, you know, the simulation theory, I think stuff like, man, I'm really not remembering stuff well. What is it called when you, like, deja vu? I think, like,
Yeah.
deja vu could be something where it's, like, it's just, like, a glitch in the system. Or you're, like, rerunning through a scenario that you already ran through.
See, I think pivoting. My theory about deja vu is it's an experience you had in a past life.
Mm.
I think that a past life spirit in your brain, probably in the back, that makes the most sense,
Mm-hmm.
is reminding you of something you've lived through before.
Okay,
I have deja vu a lot.
I do too, yeah. Here's a question. Do you think every dream you have is a different reality? Like, and you're just
Yes.
visiting that reality in the dream?
Absolutely, 100%. I've never heard this as a possibility before, but now that you've brought it up to me, I think that it's true.
And do you think our lives, like other versions of us, will dream and get specific parts of our life as, like, and that's like their dream?
I hope not. I mean, I hope that they're having more interesting dreams than, what I'm doing. You think someone's dreaming right now of my perspective of doing a podcast?
Someone's streaming this right now. Have you ever had a
Someone's having
podcast
a
dream? I get like
nightmare.
work dreams. Have you had a podcast dream before?
Oh, no. I
I've
don't
never
think I
had one
have, no.
about us doing the podcast together.
I have been having an increasing amount of not, I wouldn't say work dreams, but just me doing things that are so mundane that it
Mm-hmm.
feels so real. Like I'll have dreams about me waking up and getting coffee and or like working on homework. And
Mm-hmm.
then I'll wake up and be like, "Ugh, I didn't get that thing done. I thought I did in my head, but
I used to have dreams when we worked at the radio station. I would have like work dreams about the radio station.
I have a weird amount of dreams about people giving me things, and then I wake up very disappointed that I do not in fact have those things. I
Mm-hmm.
have a lot of dreams about people giving me a lot of money or a lot of valuable stuff, and then I wake up and then I feel like cheated, like ah.
Oh, here's a question. How often am I in your dreams? Am I like
That's
a
a good
consistent
question.
player?
I don't know. I don't think I have dreams about like specific people very often. Like I don't think I have. I'll
Interesting.
have like there'll be people.
Mm-hmm. Oh, come on.
See,
A yawn mid podcast? Come on.
see,
Everyone
yeah.
applaud that. That's great.
It's because we're talking about dreams. We're I just can't wait to get back in there. Let me ask you this.
Yeah. I like
didn't
how the
answer your
back half of
question,
this
did I?
podcast is, hey, let me ask you this.
I love saying, now let me ask you this, because it's a good way to just prime someone for a question. You don't want to be
Mm.
caught off guard by a
Mm.
question. It's just, hey, heads up.
Yeah.
It's sort of like the English language equivalent of the upside down exclamation or upside down question mark at
Uh-huh.
the beginning of Spanish sentences. See, I
Mhm.
like that. It gets you prepped for what's to come.
I love texting you like I'm in the middle of a conversation with something I want to have a conversation like with you, and I'll go like I'll start a conversation with and another thing, and then just do something that we had never talked about before.
And another. I love
like-
and another thing.
Mhm.
And another thing. It's
Sorry,
too
what were you
good.
gonna ask me?
Don't remember.
You show up
Oh.
in my dreams. Oh,
No, I forgot. No.
all right.
No, what were you gonna say?
You show up. I've got people in my dreams quite a bit, and I think because you're one
Yeah.
of the more frequent people in my life, you're there. You're there often.
Am I good or bad? Is it sort of like what's the ratio of
I
nightmare
think
to dream
most of the
that I'm
time you're just
representing?
standing around. It's like you're not a big player in what's going on.
Just an observer,
Mhm.
just standing in the corner watching what's going on.
Mm.
I like that. I remembered what I was gonna say.
Oh,
What
yeah.
I was gonna say. You ever do the lucid dreaming?
I've never
Or you like controlling?
I've tried to do it before. I've tried to set myself up, and I've never been able to do it.
I had a thinking back on it, fairly questionable educator in like fifth or sixth grade. That he was a history teacher, but I would say a good 3 months of the academic year was pretty heavily dedicated to lucid dreaming and the idea of it and the practice of it. And to the point where we would have assignments where he'd be like, go home, try this method of being able to control your dreams. And then we would come back and our assignment would be to talk about if we were successful or not. And we would have to keep a dream journal. And we would have to. There were a lot of red flags in this curriculum.
Where
I
were
don't
you
think it
going
was-
to school?
I don't think it was state approved, but there were a good. So I distinctly remember there were like methods you could do. Like if you were in a dream, you could identify something that was wrong, that was like out. Like if you were having a dream, say about you like being in your home,
Mm-hmm.
you could identify like that's not where that is in my home, or this wouldn't happen in my home, and then you would become aware that you're in a dream, and that's where it's a key point where you're either gonna wake up or you can stay and start controlling it. And if you in the dream control yourself to start spinning around with your arms out, it's a way to ground yourself in that dream. And it sounds woo-woo and crazy, but I've legitimately done this, Mark, and I don't think I've ever told anybody about this in my life. But I sometimes when I'm having a dream and I'm able to pick out those things, then I start spinning, and then I'm able to stay in a dream and I can start controlling things and I can move things around. And this is how I got over my fear of Robert Duvall, the actor. Because I think I told you I used to have recurring nightmares about him coming into my home and killing my family. Robert Duvall from Four Christmases and other movies, I'm sure. I used to have recurring nightmares about him coming into my home and killing my family. So this same year was when I took this class and I started to learn about lucid dreaming, and I had that dream again. So I noticed, I was like, oh, wait, it's time. This is my time. So I was like, my room is wrong in this way, and I start spinning, 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 and then I would be like, okay, I need to set up defenses for Robert Duvall. So I would summon. I don't remember how old I was at the time, but I would have been like 11, 12 maybe or something. So I'm like, I'm going to summon things to protect me. And of course, I love superheroes. So I'm like, Deadpool's going to protect me from Robert Duvall, and Spider-Man can kill Robert Duvall. And and I would set up these defenses. And I remember Robert Duvall kept trying to kick me out of the dream, but I just kept spinning. And then I was able to stop it. And Robert Duvall wasn't able to make it to home. I didn't have the dream again.
Wow, you in a parallel reality, you killed Robert Duvall.
With the help of some friends, yeah. I haven't done this in a long time. Like this, I sound so crazy. This is why I don't think I've ever told anybody about the whole lucid dreaming thing. But I do remember legitimately being able to control things.
Okay. Here's what I'm gonna do, and I think you should do this too. I think throughout the next 2 weeks, we should really try to lucid dream.
Okay.
And report back on the podcast.
Okay, let's do it. I would love to get back to it. You identify something,
Identify
and you do it at
something.
home too. You do it at home, and it's not easy. I'm gonna tell you, it's gonna be frustrating. I remember when I was mastering my craft. There's a few nights where you're gonna, because once you identify that thing, at least for me, I don't know if this is universal. Could be different for you. You could have you could be built for lucid dreaming, bud. Who knows?
I feel like I'd be a good lucid dreamer.
I think you could too, and I think we could start communicating. I think, because that's another theory, is that like dreaming or like lucid dreaming, like you could like astral project.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not that much of a pro.
Okay, okay, think about this. What if we lucid dream and we're in the same dream, and it's me and you in real life, and we're having a conversation in the dream? Do you think so?
Are you suggesting this is a dream?
No, I'm saying like if we both like want, like, let's say tonight we both end up lucid dreaming. Okay, if we lucid dream, we have to find each other. Okay.
Yes. Okay, but we can't agree on a location or anything right now. Like we have to try and find each other. What are we talking? We have to find each other. And then when we come back on the podcast, we'll talk about what we saw and what happened. We'll see if it lines up. And we're gonna train. But it's hard because when you got to remember the spinning, Mark. The spinning really does help.
Spinning is really okay.
It helps ground you.
Does it matter which way I go? Could I go clockwise or counter?
I don't think it matters. I'm a clockwise guy, just because I like patterns. Arms out, I do think is important. I think that helps ground you in it. But yeah, when you identify that something's wrong.
Okay, okay, I'm so serious. Let's keep a dream journal for the next 2 weeks.
Let's do it. No, we're gonna astral project, Mark, and I really do believe that. We gotta.
If we don't get it in 2 weeks, we're gonna keep coming back. We're gonna keep working on it.
No, this podcast is that. Forget the rest of everything that we ever had planned for this. This is solely a lucid dreaming astral projection podcast now, and we are going to spend the next however many episodes it takes honing our craft. This is a powerful tool. We got to cut fluoride out of our diet because that covers your whatever it's called or whatever. I don't know.
Third
eye?
eye?
What I'm talking about? No. Well, yes, but the it's that gland or something that's on your or behind your forehead that people think that the government is covering up with fluoride.
You've been reading too much QAnon, buddy.
Yeah, I'm worried about how crazy I sound. I don't believe anything that I'm saying, except I do believe that you can lucid dream, and I have done it, and it's possible they were hallucinations, but I don't believe that. But in a way, aren't all dreams hallucinations?
Yeah, I guess they are.
Unless they're portals to each other, like we are going to do.
Oh my god, think about how much easier that'll make hanging out. If we can just hang out in our dreams.
Oh, that would be nice, because it would really extend the amount of time that I have in a day. Yeah, I mean, I'm excited.
I think I'm
excited for...
Okay, I know it's not true, but there is a part of me that truly believes we'll be able to do it.
I think we can, Mark. I really do. I think if anyone can, it's you and me. I think if there's anybody out there in the world that that can find each other in their astral projection dreams, and if any of you at home want to come find us, come hang out,
Come find us.
yeah, come find us. We'll be, well, we're not going to tell you where we'll be, but and we don't know where we're going to be yet. I mean, that's the beauty of it. Where do you think we would manifest? See, we can't talk about it because then
no.
it would influence it. So we'll circle back next week for the lucid dream hour.
It's just a whole hour of us asleep, just passed out, lucid dreaming.
And then we wake up and we go, "Did you know?"
Do you guys see that?
Are you picking up on this?
All right, well, Tracy, it is unfortunately that time.
I can't wait to go to bed, Mark.
I'm so excited. I've never been more excited to sleep.
I honestly, I had to take a step. We've been recording for an hour. I really thought that this would be a really short one, and I forgot that we started with conspiracies and that we ended up here.
What people don't know is we did not have... We're shooting this a day later than we typically shoot in the week, and we did not have an idea for this episode until about 2 hours before we said, let's record. So
yeah, I mean, shocker, we were unprepared a little bit, but... But that's we're very busy, and that's why we're trying to access this extra amount of time.
Because, I mean, this adds an extra, 7 to 8 hours.
Yeah, 7.5 is usually my goal. So
and in the dream world, maybe it's longer, right? Because time doesn't always work the same.
According to Inception, it's much longer. You ever seen Inception?
No. Maybe I need to watch that as homework for my dream.
Take it. Oh, that I do remember. He made us watch Inception as part of this class. He made us watch Inception as a class. I think twice. He was like, once you can watch it just as a movie, but the second time you need to take notes. So, yeah, I would watch Inception, and also Interstellar, just because it's a great movie.
I love that
just
movie.
Watch that again. It's a great movie. I really want to rewatch it.
Me too. In our dreams, we'll watch.
Oh my god,
that's one of our activities.
We could watch so many things.
We could
There's
watch
so many shows.
Because there's so many movies. I'm like, I wish I could watch this with Tracy.
Do you think they have Batman 2 in the Dream World? Do you think it's out yet in Dream World?
Oh, do you think they probably have that and Spider-Verse, the new one? Okay,
once we master finding each other, that's when we find other people. We find Matt Reeves.
Mm-hmm.
Because he has the movie in his head.
Yeah.
None of you are safe once we figure this out.
No one is safe.
No one is safe from. We will penetrate your mind palace. All right, you can't stop us.
All right, Tracy. Do you have any media? I guess you just.
Yeah, my reading recommendation is Inception, specifically for Mark. Y'all at home, watch it if you want. I don't know, but Mark, it's not so much a recommendation as it is a requirement.
Okay, I'll get on that. I don't have any recommendations. I've not been doing a whole lot recently. I feel like we just recorded another episode, and I didn't have anything that I really strongly felt like I could recommend. So, nothing on my end.
Just how about what have you just been just watching any media? Have you been watching that Welcome to Derry show? Have you just tell me if you've been enjoying it?
I watched the first episode and.
Is it spooky?
No, it's just not good.
No, really?
The first episode I did not enjoy. I've heard it picks up in the second episode. I liked how the first episode ended, so I'm hopeful.
Okay, I'm hopeful. I heard good things, but I sort of give your opinion some more weight. But we'll see.
I think there's something in it that you will really not enjoy, because I was watching and going, "Oh, Tracy would hate this."
What I do love about it is the structure and the idea of like going back in time and showing different eras of Pennywise. I think that's awesome.
Yeah.
I especially love that they have the same Pennywise actor. I don't think you could do it without him.
No, I think it is a phenomenal concept. They just have to get certain parts of it down. And I think they will throughout this season. But
secondary recommendation, I started Rachel Seno's show I Love LA.
Oh, is that out? Yeah.
The first episode premiered Sunday. I'm liking it so far. Again, it's hard to really have an opinion on a 30-minute comedy when you've only seen the first 30 minutes.
Now that more episodes of The Chair Company is out, I will absolutely recommend The Chair Company again. That's what I've been watching.
Oh, I got to catch up on that one. I think I'm one behind.
Yeah, I'm in the midst of the 4th episode.
All right, well let's align our dreamscapes with a little same brain. I think that'll help get us. Imagine how good we're gonna be at same brain once we start astral projecting into each other. I don't think that's what they call it. But once I start astral projecting all over you, we are gonna do great on these same brains.
All right, I have a word.
I have word.
3, 2, 1. Dream.
Book, dream. I'm not joking. I was this close to saying dream, but then I was like, no. Okay, dream, book. Oh, okay.
Okay. Okay. 3, 2, 1. Journal. Guys, it's happening. Keep track.
It's already we're doing it while we're awake. I think that's just called talking. But
all right, we'll be back in 2 weeks with a lucid dreaming update. Until then, follow us on social media. Watch old episodes. Who cares, really? Thank you all so much for watching. Bye.
Bye-bye. See you in the dream world.